So I'm with my brother-in-law Chris and my nephew Jacob, and Chris learned how to make these wicked record bowls when he was a kid, and he told Jacob about them, and then Jacob couldn't stop talking about it and told me about it and said, I want to come on the bus and I want to sell them. So how do they come about, Chris?
Yeah, so my dad showed me how to do this when I was a kid, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever. You know, you put these bowls in the oven and they melt and they create this really cool, unique, one-of-a-kind bowl out of a record that has, whatever band you like or whatever design you like, and you make them. And I thought it was a really cool thing to do with my son. As you know, he's autistic. He has sensory processing disorder. He's in a special class at school. So, it's always challenging. Well, not always, but it's sometimes challenging to find things that you can do together that he can do well and he can feel positive about. And I thought this was a cool thing, and it turned into a lot more than what I initially thought. I thought it was just going to be a fun thing for us to do together as a father and son. And next thing I knew, he had orders. He had $130 worth of orders at school. All the teachers ordering them and special requests and all of that. So yeah,
I'll never forget the day he came over. He said, Uncle Ian, we're gonna go into business and we're gonna go on the bus and sell these records. And I'm like, okay, well, let's make some records and then get back to me. And I think this was a Saturday, right?
Yeah.
And then Sunday at like noon or 10 o'clock or something, he calls and, Uncle Ian, they're all done. We have records. Like, how many did you make the next day?
Oh, I don't know. It was probably about 20. You went nuts, right? But when you look at people with any kind of condition, whether it's autism, whether it's whatever, you have to look at the strengths that they have within the capacity of what they're capable of and what their strengths are. And one of his strengths, and I think one of the strengths of any autistic kid, is they're very focused on things that they think are beneficial to them or they think are important to them, right? Yeah. So for him, there was, that ulterior motive there a little bit that, I get to make money and I get to buy something I want at the end of that, right? So, but at the same time, he's having fun doing it, and and we're spending time together, and he's getting some positive reinforcement from his peers and from his teachers.
And
right?
it's a cool product. Like, it's recycled, right?
That's
like
right.
You're taking something that's old that somebody probably listened on a record player in the 70s like a million times.
That's right.
And you're taking this record that I think it has energy in it. You take it, and he takes it and molds it into this bowl. Yeah. And they look awesome. Like, none of them are the same.
No.
They're all completely different. Some of them are all screwed up and bent, and nothing's perfect on this bus anyways, right? Like, it fits totally, and I'm all in to sell records. So
yeah, it's great. And it's also, I'm kind of an old school type of guy, and I have a record player myself, and I play records. I obviously don't let him make bowls out of my records, but it's something that kids don't know about these days. Nobody knows what a record is anymore, right? So it's kind of a cool thing to show them too.
It's super cool. Like, I think the one that he gave me that day on the Sunday, or he came over on the Saturday, and that bowl was in this bus for, like, it went everywhere. Like, it went to Colorado, it went to LA, and unfortunately at the very end, someone dropped something on it and it broke, but everybody was asking about it.
Well, we got lots more, bro. I'm sure Jake will make you another 20. Don't worry.
He's gonna charge me though. He's getting too smart now. Now he's like, well, if you buy 5, Uncle Ian, then maybe I can give you a discount. I was like, what do you mean 5?
That's
right. Before it was like he wants to sell 1, and now he's telling us 100.
That's right. Well, it's as I said. I mean, the positive aspect of it is that you look at. You put him in a situation where he has to do schoolwork, or he has to do Kumon, or he has to do any of these things that he has to do as a responsibility, and it's a challenge. It's difficult, Mm-hmm. And then one day the kid comes home and he said, Dad, look at this. I got a paper and it's got all these orders, and Mr. White wants to tragically hip, and I got 3 for Mrs. Brown, and like,
I love
so it. And it's like, wow, this kid has the ability to do so much more than what you see in a normal, responsible daily school way, just because of what's behind it and the motivation there, right? So
I think, like, with every gift, there's a downside, right?
Yeah.
And the downside is probably school, but his gift is like same as me. I'm not good at school, but I can talk to anybody. Jacob, he can sell records. Like,
he's proven
he
that.
can sell. He hasn't even started. He sold like how many records so far?
I can't remember the number, but it was about $150 worth of $5 each. So whatever that
$150.
works out to be.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
so-
can't wait to fill this bus full of records and to get him just selling them.
Yeah. Yeah, well, let's do it. Let's make it happen.
I
Thanks,
love
brother.
it. Thank you.